Okay, since I'm having trouble trying to figure out how to live stream this, and I still want to put some sort of video up because I've had a bunch of weird hiccups and roadblocks today, here is a video about me using the DS10 iPad software to create beats. As you guys probably know, as you've seen in the past, I'll use a DS, and I'll use this cartridge here, the Korg DS10 Plus. There's a outdated and hard to find regular version of DS10 with a lot less features and usability. I guess we'll go with usability as a word that I just said out loud. And I've got probably more DSs just kind of lying around, and that's because you don't have a lot of save space on each cartridge. I believe they only let you have enough room for maybe 12 or so songs. It might not be more than 12, but it's at least 12. So anyway, they came out with the same software for the iPad, and I've been using that a little bit. It's by the same people who did the one for the DS10, but they changed their name to Detune. They've done a lot more other programs. Just like the other different variations of software they've made, you've got different tracks, and different patches, and each patch gives you the ability to use all of these parameters, just like you would a modular synth. Okay, I've got a beat that I've already been working on, and each one of these is a sound from that. One of the big features is they added a vocoder. So you just type text into here, and I don't know. It's usable. It's kind of neat. It's limited, but limited stuff is fine for what I do. Anyway, so let's see. One of the things I just started it back up for the first time in a while. As far as I remember, as far as I know, there's not probably going to be any more updates for this, and some of the parts of it are kind of broken. So a lot of the time, if I haven't used this in a while, or if I'm starting a new song from a completely new, clean instance, I gotta go to the store. I gotta let it spin around, pinwheel at me. Now, this software, just like DS10 Plus, has its own Plus mode, which was $9. I think I got the software on sale for half price, and it was about $9 or $10. Then you add this, so it's about $20. It's still in the iPod, iTunes store, for the App Store for Apple. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit restore, because for whatever reason, every once in a while it goes away, and now Plus mode is available. What that means is I have all of these, like these two synth voices, it's funny because I always call them voices. They're patches, and now I have one vocal track and drums, and that's about what you would normally have on the DS10. But now, go back to the main screen, we got Plus, which means we got two more synths and another voice. No more drums, though. So let's see, what can we start with? Alright, so that's the remnants of a song I was working on, but I'm not really doing much with. Let's go ahead and I feel like there was some stuff that I needed to change in this one. I'll just give you a preview of what is going on, and then we'll go from there. Wait, did I just tap that? Did I just tap that? That seems fine. I'll go to the mixer, because I actually want to bring this up a touch before I do anything, so I'm going to use that for something in a minute. So you kind of get the gist of what's going on there. So first thing I wanted to do was I feel like I needed to shorten a section and lengthen another. So I've got each one of these patterns that I've already done. And let's see. Alright, so what I wanted to do is go here, and that's that next set of patterns. I'm going to go to the mutes, and I'm going to mute the voice in here. So what we're going to have happen, it's both voices, that's right. We'll go back to the beginning of this section, which I guess is like the verse. So I got this half-timed one. That's interesting, but it's only interesting for so long. So we'll go back to the... And that's a little bit more interesting to hear go for a bit. Alright, and actually what I might do is go back to the patterns, and we'll have that go at the end of the phrase. It'll go back to the half-timed one. Okay, so this is all Greek to you. Nothing is. I'm just saying a bunch of weird stuff. But each one of these is a pattern that I made, and that one's like the initial one. Yeah, so I've just kind of like made different little sections to place in the song. What I want to try to do right quick is make a well, basically a bridge. So we're gonna, like, for now, what we'll do is we'll copy that first pattern. We'll go to 6. That way we're not saving it over something. Well, hold up. Let's see if we're saving over something. Nope, that's from a different song that I already have sort of semi-complete. So we'll put this over top of 6, and we're keeping the same tones and the same sequence. We hit yes, and what we're going to do is I usually put the bass on 4, and what we're going to do, we'll go to the mixer, and we're going to mute everything up to the drums, and then probably go ahead and mute number 3, because we're just going to be working on, oh, and the voices, yes. Okay, so go back to the main. And actually, something I kind of forgot is I actually want the drums from the fast or the double time sort of more snare section. Sorry to speak Greek again, but let's take this guy. Wait, no. Let's not do that one. Yeah, we'll take those, and we'll slide those over to 6. And we want the same tones, and we'll want the same sequence. So now we go. I guess technically I really just wanted to actually move that one. So let's see. Oh wait, I'm in the voice. So let's go back to main. I don't know how I did that. I do that a lot. I end up messing with a section. I'm like, that's not right. So we're in the bass now. Go to notes. And what we want to do is build a bridge. Do let's see what that's. So you probably noticed I got kind of a hunting and pecking thing that goes on. I, like a lot of people in America, play by ear, and I program pretty much by kind of getting it in my head, humming it a bit, playing the notes over here on the side, and then kind of inputting them as the rhythm fits. Okay, so let's go back to the main, and we're going to go to the drum section, because we want those. What we wanted is for those, the kick, you know, the oh, brains. My dog was just doing something. I just wanted to make sure he was okay. We want these to hit the kick drum, the bass drum to hit with the bass notes, so it's a little bit more solid sounding. Oh. Let's go back to the. I thought my way all out of that one. Let's go mixer. It still doesn't sound like the worst thing in the world, but that's not what we're trying to do. Something else. Dance all night. All right. All right. So go back to the main, and we'll create one more of that here at 7. We'll create, you'll just copy the whole thing. Seven. Alright, now we got our notes down. Go down here where you go to the gate. And let's let's, just for the heck of it, we'll poke that in over here. We got our here. That sounds pretty good, even though that's gonna work. That's gonna work. So what we do now is we hit right here, we go to menu, and we hit save, because you don't want to lose all the stuff you just did. So let's see, that's about as much as I was gonna try to handle today. Let's see. Well, I'll show you one more thing that I'm gonna end up having to program this, but for now I've been messing with this just as sort of a I don't know. I'll just do it. I can't really explain it. I'm gonna end up having to program this because the way the program works, I can't quite screw around with it any other way. But for a second, I gotta take this out because now I still don't have a actual MIDI keyboard, which is part of why I'm doing this Patreon, so I can get some more stuff that I need, and it'll make things easier in the long run. But so let's check this out for a moment. That's what we got going. This is a beat that I hopefully will put on the next album or so. So come back soon and check out some more of these. Take it easy.